Hello Capricorn, welcome to your October reading, and what we're starting off right now, the message I'm getting is victory follows after a struggle. And while I was shuffling the cards before your reading, I heard that message, but I also saw the Devil card on the bottom and the Seven of Wands. So some of you are getting ready to create new chapters in your life. You're going to rewrite your plan so that you do not have to feel struggling anymore. But let's see how it looks through the cards. So I welcome you. This is a reading, general reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising sign of Capricorn. I almost called you a different sign, of Capricorn. And through this reading, we're going to look at you and the other person. I will pull a romance angel at the end of the reading. And so if Venus is in Capricorn, this may also be your message as well. Now we have the Seven of Swords that we're starting off with, and the Seven of Swords is talking about lying, cheating, betrayal on some level, where we had to go through a lot of life lessons to get it. You know, if we don't get it the first time, it happens again. If we don't get it again, it happens again. And it creates a repetitive cycle until we pick up the swords that actually benefit us and leave the rest behind. Whether it's a person or a situation, whatever it is, they're saying you're going to be very happy about this situation. You may have been dealing with somebody who was drinking a little bit too much, socializing, a lot of partying, a lot of nights out. I hear the words nights out. Now that could be a night if you're dealing with a night, but I think for most of you that's an actual evenings. They were spending time away from you. But we're going to look at the detail right now. You know, the Seven of Swords, these are hard lessons. These are life lessons, and these are really challenging at best. Ones that can really throw us out of balance if we don't recognize what's going on. And that's what I feel you were dealing with in the past. Mercury's in retrograde at the time that I'm recording this, which is September 29th, just a couple days prior to October. Getting yourself in balance by pulling those swords up and leaving the two on the ground that you don't need. With the Two of Pentacles, you're going to be in balance, and you also have the Two of Wands. 222. You may be seeing a lot of twos around you. Everywhere you're looking, or your numbers are all coming out, $222.22. You know, it's like, it's amazing how they actually come out synchronistic wise. So this is you saying, you know what, I'm going to leave the past in the past. I'm going to take those lessons learned, and I'm going to actually look forward. I'm not going to look back at this because I've already learned the lesson. Now, that doesn't mean it never comes back around again, but we put it on a mental shelf in the back of our brain. And when the situation happens again, we can pull it out and say, this happened last time, and this is what I did. And it gives us a gauge in order to avoid or kind of glide through whatever that situation is. For some of you, I feel if this was a person, even a job that may have been very toxic, there may have been a lot of social, I'm hearing social butterflies, but in a negative content, socializing that was not in your benefit. So this is a big deal, and leaving all of that behind is exactly what you want. The Nine of Cups is a wish being granted. Now, we have to be careful what we wish for with this card, because it could be something we're not really ready for. But for others of you, it's absolutely what you're ready for. So let's take a look at whomever or whatever you're dealing with. And we do have the Two of Wands that fell out. So this situation is also looking at you. This person or this opportunity, this company is looking at you from the same angle. The two of you may have been at odds, arguing, and that's why there's so much deception. We have the Four of Swords that accompanies it. So if this is a family dynamic, this is a family that has been at odds for quite some time. And now you're getting ready to pull things together. 2-4 years is what I'm seeing for this group of you. 2-4 years when it comes to a family. That may also encompass anything else in your life, but 2-4. They want to pick a path that is actually going to help them stay grounded and stay focused. Maybe the two of you are constantly at odds. The Five of Swords, that's what you're picking up, leaving the two behind, creating the Seven of Swords. But when we have that anger, and this may be you looking at them, everything I'm talking about so far, but looking at the situation and realizing there's a lot of internal conflict inside of you, Capricorn, leaves you feeling like out of balance and I'm not happy in this situation. So this balance is going to be restored in the first 2 weeks of the month of October for you guys, and that is good. Now we're going to look at the second 2 weeks in just a moment as soon as I'm done with this. But whoever you're dealing with may be a King of Wands, an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius that you find very charismatic and hold power over you. That's what I heard, holds power over you. Maybe like I really feel Leo's very strong in this reading. Capricorn, I believe you may have come out. You came out in a few readings, so you may have come out in the Leo reading. Whomever this is, it is somebody that is a family member. You consider them family. Even our work environment, that's our work family as well. So this is a family situation that there's this mutual attraction to wanting to be together, to want to be on the same page. They long for you, you long for them. So there is that camaraderie that's there, but equally the arguing and the fighting, the battling, whatever level that we're talking about has been there for both of you. They want this and they see you as the King of Wands, male or female, charismatic, charming. So whatever this situation is going to be an offer that is going to help you move forward in a positive new way. You have to make the choice, and they're going to help you make the choice because they are also choosing you as well. So once we get things put back in balance and we can really look at the situation of whatever we're dealing with, then we can make that decision. Which path are we going to take? The one faster with less life experience, or the one that's slower with a whole lot of life attached to it? That's going to be up to each individual. So we have the card of don't worry. Do not worry about this situation, especially if it's family. If this is a marriage, you have an opportunity to heal it and fix it, and they want to do it too. So it's not just you. You're going to find that you guys are going to be on the same page, like I said a little while ago. Worrying creates that negative, that creates this right here. Worrying creates unnecessary arguments. And we begin to argue in our head when nothing's even happened yet. You know, like accusing a person. I'm not saying you're doing this, but like if we accuse or think somebody's having an affair and there's no proof, sometimes it's a gut feeling and other times it's us being goofy in our heads. So this is like being goofy in your head where there's no fact attached to it. Now let's take a look and see what is going on. Although that intuition is always right, if you know how to read your gut. So let's look at this on your end for the following 2 weeks. They're saying take a step back when you're looking at this person, at this experience. Remember, Mercury in retrograde is about an opportunity where things kind of slow down and go backwards just a little. Anything that was left undone a year ago, a month ago, a decade ago, this is our opportunity to fix and repair it so we can move forward and not have that blockage inside of us. It frees us on a big level, actually. So we have the Tower card, and there may have been a big disruption when it came to this person with this experience. For a lot of you, I really feel this is a family type scenario where you've been estranged for quite some time, not speaking together because of the towering moment. But the towering moment, to be honest with you, could be change of perspective in itself, where you got shooken up a little bit, or they did, and remember it's vice versa, so it's either side of you are you could be dealing with a Scorpio, and I think I just said no, I didn't. I said Leo. But you may be dealing with the Scorpio, the Tower card. I feel the Scorpio is attached to this. Taurus is attached to this, and so is a fellow Capricorn. When we look at the tower, you know, a lot of people fear the tower in the tarot itself, and tarot is nothing to fear. It's life. Everything, every card is talking about life in general. Has nothing to do with any particular religion. It has to do with life. And that's what this is saying. Something shook up your world. It kind of disrupted you enough that you could say, hey, wait, I don't want this anymore. Or that's what you're going to do by the end of October. Looking at the situation from all angles and reconciling the differences in your head, in yourself, so that you can gain closure. Now, whether you want to be with the person or not, it'll be different for all of you. And that's why they're saying, take a step back with the Hangman and reevaluate everything you thought it was. Judgment is a final decision. So if this is a job where you are being given the opportunity, whether you want to stay or go, they're saying take a step back and look at it before you walk away. The Eight of Cups is leaving behind something we've emotionally vested in. All our resources, all our energy, our love, our attention, everything went into something or someone, and we're not being given back the same. Therefore, we're not satisfied in the relationship. It doesn't mean that there isn't love there, you love the job or you love the person. It means that it's not balanced, it's out of balance. And you're going to restore your own balance in the first 2 weeks. And that's what you're meant to do. So looking at these cards, they're saying, yes, you have this incredible opportunity to cleanse out your emotional mind. I can help you do that. You can go to my website if you need assistance with that or clarity. But clearing out the emotional body is what's going to help you make the decision. The Tower was just enough to shake you up. Now let's see what they are looking at, whomever this is. We have the Seven of Wands, and I will tell you, all three decks is pulling out the Seven of Wands for a lot of the zodiac signs in all levels of life. This is standing up for what you truly want, fighting for what you want. What is it you want? Rewriting your life plan. And for some of you, it is holding back people that are trying to hurt you on some level, emotionally, disrupting you on an emotional level. They may be looking at you as a little bit of the cause of emotional dysfunctionality. I hear there is toxicity in this relationship, most definitely, even though it doesn't necessarily mean that it's like abusive, but there is toxicity here. And that would be the emotional, somebody told you, or you told somebody said that you can't do something, is what I'm picking up. You can't do it. And the first reaction you probably had is, well, I'll show you I can do it. But then you start feeling what they said, and it can get you into a low vibration, like, well, maybe they're right. Maybe they made one good point out of 10 things they said, one good point, it's negative, and now you're stuck. And that's probably what they were trying to do. But for a lot of you, I feel they're going to try to create an emotional collection of compatibility. Okay, I hope that makes sense. We have the Two of Swords, 222. You have twos everywhere. So you're seeing twos, a lot of you in this group. You're seeing them all over the place. Making a decision. Do you want to create this? They are making a decision if they want to create it with you. If this offer comes through, this Ace of Cups, you will need to make certain that it comes with a plan, that they actually know what they're going to do. It doesn't mean that they have to have everything 100% planned out, but it's like being the fool and doing your research and then allowing things to fall into place, knowing that you've already done all the work. And that's what I feel. And that's why they're saying, don't worry. If you're looking at reconciling with somebody, it's going to cleanse out your emotional body. Now you have the Five of Cups that came out. And the Five of Cups, let me pull this last card. The Five of Cups is regrets. Okay, they may be regretting that they didn't tell you how much they love you, that they didn't offer you this big job, that they didn't give you the plan behind the words, behind the offer. So there is some regret on the opposite side of whoever you're dealing with. But what they aren't paying attention to with the Five of Cups, it can also attach to guilt. They aren't looking at the Two of Cups behind it. So if an offer was taken away, if it wasn't presented in the right form, they're saying, don't worry, you're going to hear from this person over the next 6 weeks, 4-6 weeks. It may run right into the month of November. I can't believe we're saying November, but we are. The end of the year is coming, and this is the last Mercury in retrograde that we're dealing with right now, and it is in Libra, and Libra is all about balance. They're coming in to restore the balance, not just in the relationship, but on a soul level. They're coming in to help you get balanced again, and by helping you will help them relieve the guilt and release in themselves as well. This isn't necessarily a romantic relationship, although it very well could be. But what I am hearing for you guys is this is going to be a moment in time, a pivotal, very pivotal moment in time for you, where victory is going to follow the struggle. So it's very, very important by the end of October that you make sure that you're picking the path that you actually want to go through, that you want to go to, and in doing that is going to lead you to victory. We have the card of relationships. Now, relationships is everything. This could be the spiritual relationship you have within yourself, a romantic relationship, family relationship, co-workers, bosses, relationship. Has everything to do with being attracted to people who are meant for your highest good. And that's what I feel this person is, or this situation is meant for your highest good. Whether it's to test you, are you going to be tempted? Are you going to go back? But for most of you, it's about reconciling it and understanding whether you stay with them or not, understanding what's done is done. There is no regret. There's no regret in this particular relationship. So let me pull you a romance angel card, and I will look at married and single as well and see what's coming out for you. We have the card of calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And there will be a lot of reconciling over the next 6 months. And I am bringing back specific love readings, especially for those of you who have been in a soul connection. You've been triggered into the journey because of another person on a romantic level. The soulmate, the soul connection you have with this person, it's deep. And that's the relationship that we're talking about, where it's an interconnection between you and another person, where you may even have telepathic communication with this individual, but you're going to know how that resonates with you. Have an amazing month. Thank you for watching. Mutts up.